When settlers finally took homesteads below the spine of the Livingston Range in the early 1900s, they found themselves a long ways from anywhere. William and Jessie Adair changed that some when they erected the first store in 1914. The structure, with its period false front, survived everything from fires to a competing store on the river started by someone who thought the Adairs' prices were too high. Today, the Polebridge Mercantile is a major attraction after surviving the dusty miles. It was certainly an attraction for North Fork advocate Will HAMMERQUIST, who just bought the store.
It's a pretty remote corner of the country, and you have a valley here that has more grizzly bears than people, and I think that's a special thing, and when people come, they appreciate it. And I think when visitors travel to Polebridge, they get to hear a story, and part of that story is a legacy of conservation, of international cooperation. The river starts in Canada. Both countries have worked hard to protect this valley, and so we're just trying to provide them with some service while they're up here.
Venturing inside the Merc is like leaving your watch at home, a comfy collection of timeless items mixed with a few essentials. And then there's those baked goods. Former owner Stuart Reiswig and his crew stayed on, continuing the tradition of treats started in the mid-90s. When I stopped by, the tiny kitchen was punctuated with the classic Paul Simon CD and discussions of making a trip to Mardi Gras someday.
And it's more than just a work environment, you're a family, and you can't run this place alone. You got to have your team, and so we're all in it together.
The output here is amazing. Bakers made 1,000 huckleberry bear claws on the 4th of July alone, with bread, cinnamon rolls, and other creations snapped up by the hundreds every week.
One person I met pretty recently said, I was in Singapore and someone told me I had to go to the Polebridge Bakery, and so I didn't know they knew about us in Singapore, but I guess they do.
But owning the Mercantile is more than just an adventure for HAMMERQUIST, his friends and family. It's also about using this legendary spot as a focal point for educating people about the beauty of the North Fork Valley.
One thing my dad always taught me, if it's not broke, don't fix it. But you know, when we look at the place, I think I want to do more, build a nature trail, have more opportunities for people to hear the story, maybe see the names of the peaks so they can understand just how magnificent this valley is. They want to hear that story, and I think that's part of our job, is to share that, and hopefully our kids and grandkids, there will be just as many wild places up in the North Fork when they're adults, and for their children as well. So yeah, I think that's a big piece of it.
And that's probably the magic of the Merc and how it fits with the North Fork, giving visitors and locals alike a window into the past and a glimpse into the future.
We're just a small piece of it. They're coming here for the natural values. We want to share that and make sure that people have something good to eat while they're here.
On special assignment in Polebridge, Dennis Bragg, MTN News.